You were kind of hard in this thing that last day.
I get fired. Last time I used a crescent wrench was younger than you.
Last time I saw someone using a crescent wrench was at the AGCO factory when they're building the engine. Well, hello guys, welcome to New 6th Gen Farmer. We are done harvesting, and while I was at college the past 2 weeks, I actually finished tillage, so I didn't get to show you guys any tillage this year, but I don't know, about the same. But anyways, so we got the 9570 RT here with the IH 875 Ripper, and we had a few issues with this thing this year, and we are going to fix one of them today now that we're done. I honestly don't even know what broke because this is my first time here in 2 weeks. So I'm gonna back this up to the shed. My dad's in there and he will explain it a little bit better. It's all broken. Yep. and didn't you say something wrong with a wing too?
Oh, we fixed that.
I thought you said you were gonna redo it though.
Oh, this winter we should.
Oh, this winter, not today.
Last year we did one side.
So what?
This just loose for like 10 minutes. Maybe not.
It looks like it moved over there about 8 inches.
Okay.
So what on the wing broke though? Just curious.
Just a simple pin.
Okay.
And it's the most terrible thing to get out. Last year we broke it, and I think we spent like 6 hours. It just locks in there and you cannot move it.
Okay.
So this year was the same thing, and the pin was actually broken 3 pieces, which made it easier. We used a new pin to beat it in, and I got that new pin so mushroomed we had to go buy another pin.
There's not really a lot of force on it. I don't know why that would...
You can't get grease. It's so hard to get grease. You don't spread the grease around. It puts...
Just puts it all in one spot there?
It just... I don't know what it is about Case IH, but they can screw up a pin. I mean, I love the Ripper, but I just don't know how that could be that complicated.
Yeah. Like...
And the other Ripper, which is not even a year old, is doing the same thing. It's broke the bolt off.
There's 2 things that we have always had complaints about with Case. Cylinders. Their cylinders are like spaghetti noodles. I think they're made in the same factory as the spaghetti noodles.
And hinge points.
And hinge points. Case IH cannot get those figured out.
Yeah, replaced 3 cylinders in the last 5 years, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah,
so back up a little further to get that on the cement and...
Yeah, I suppose, and we'll have to use, I don't know how we're going to move it over. And I got to see if I got a bolt, or we got to get a bolt for it.
Okay. I'll back up a little bit further. Ouch. These are bent too, you said? Oh yeah. Right there and right there.
So you want to get those off.
Okay. This is all metric, isn't it? Something broken over there too?
No.
Oh, I just...
Like part of the sewer system or something. That's got to be pounder broken off here with a hammer. I'm going to see what I got for bolts.
Okay. This is all metric, isn't it?
No, I think this is standard.
This is standard.
Yeah.
Huh.
There's one.
Well, good job, Case. And I know some of you guys are going to be a little bit butthurt by the title of this video. It's a joke. Everything breaks, okay? If we really, really wanted John Deere tillage equipment, we would have John Deere tillage equipment. But I'll just leave that there.
Got the last 2 bolts I had.
Well, that's good.
Story of whatever you're doing this year, either you got the last one or you just missed the last one.
That's tightening.
probably. Yeah, maybe we can't.
That will save us some headaches there.
Okay, let's take that off. You have your thing on here?
Camera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's happening this year is it's so dry. It's shaking everything apart.
Mm.
And this happens every year. But, like one day, Chris and I had to put a wrench on every one of these and tighten everything up because everything was
Everything
shaking
got
loose.
shaking loose that much.
Yep. So this is a common problem with these breaking that
Yeah.
main bolt.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be lifted up like a 1/4 inch here.
Okay. And we need a tape measure to see where we're supposed to get it at when we tighten it.
Okay, I'll grab a tape measure.
Oh,
What?
I wanted you to look at this one to see which way it was supposed to go. They're all the other way.
Well, see, I did look at that one. I thought, well, maybe if that one's going this way, since this one's on the opposite side, it should go the other way.
I don't know if it makes any difference the way it's.
I can't imagine it would.
Probably doesn't.
It's just gonna shake apart anyways.
Okay, well, you'll be around next year to fix it.
Yeah.
If it is broken. So, we need a tape
Yep.
measure.
Assuming it has to go that way.
Yep.
Let me put this down and help you.
I need your stinking help.
You actually walked over a lot better than I thought you would.
I moved it quite a bit while I was waiting for you. Okay.
Right there-ish.
Yeah, I don't know if you tighten. We'll tighten these first.
How's that? That looks good. No, let's tilt.
I think you're helping me line this up. You're worried about the camera. That looks good. You're a lot of help.
Yeah. I try my best.
Okay.
Another one.
Let's see where we're at. Oh, we're dead on.
Oh, look at that. All that work I put into this.
Yeah. I guess. Oh, your work getting it lined up. It's all paid off.
Here's a wrench I went and got for you.
Uh-oh.
Not 1.25 inch.
1 5/16.
Inch and 5/16. Well,
Or is it? They didn't do metric, did they? That seems like inch and a. Just take that with you. That. They must go metric because inch and 1/4.
okay.
This is like John Deere of old. They went use half metric and half standard. Yeah.
Well, before I make a comment, I'll make sure it's metric.
Well, it is because it's.
It is?
What markings do they have on the head? I didn't look. Is it metric mark?
HP and then
That's
3
fine.
lines.
Yeah. But is 3 lines? I don't know. Find something that fits it.
Dad was wrong. It's 1 and 5/16.
Just never happens. We need like elevator music while you get your camera.
Yeah, that's about as tight as that one is.
That's enough.
No, the top ones. Well, here's the thing. Like, yeah, it takes time to do camera stuff, and that's why I don't do it every day. But overall, I could be way more inefficient with
Why
it.
it's not a big deal. Oh. If I'd hold a wrench on, that would help too. Okay.
Try that one and get a little bit more.
Yeah. locking nuts.
Well, they have two nuts in that
Yeah,
one.
but those didn't come loose. These have locking nuts. These all came loose. Huh. So yeah, these. I'm gonna go get more parts.
Okay, so
Try tightening these up.
Okay.
I'm afraid the threads might be shot
why would I tighten?
because they're all loose.
They're all loose, but why would I tighten these ones up before we replace that broken one? Should we replace the broken one first?
But you get. I mean, you don't get them so tight that it don't.
Okay.
Just get them so they don't have gaps.
Okay, so this one's loose, that one's broken, that one's loose. That one's loose, that one's broken, that one's loose. That one's loose, that one's loose.
I don't know how. I'm afraid what you're gonna find is they aren't gonna tighten up very well because the threads are shot.
So I started trying to tighten these bolts, and I couldn't get it to budge at all. And then I hammered this one over so I could see the threads, and I realized there are no threads. And it doesn't look like the threads are wore out. It literally looks like the nuts already bottomed out on that bolt right there. So maybe that's another Case IH thing. They like to have sloppy bolts in all their new stuff. Because literally every single one of these has like a ½ inch of play in it. But none of them have any threads left. So, does Case IH not like to have tight bolts on stuff? I don't know. Because like, look at this one. Same thing. There's a gap on either side. But if you look in there, it's probably really hard to see in camera, but there's no threads left. What? So maybe we just got to replace these two broken ones, right there and right there, and just make sure everything else is tight before we put it away. All right, we got the forklift lifting up the back end here, and problem is, you start spinning this, nothing's gonna happen, I don't think. What size wrench is that one? Let's try 1 1/8 inch. 1 1/8? Nope. 1 5/16? Nope. 1.5 inches. Nope. Dang it. Case, use a freaking... Gosh, I might be a John Deere tillage guy after today. I don't know. Oh. Got it. Maybe I should start selling Case IH like tightening kits, and it's just a package of washers.
Yeah, I don't understand. You'd think this bolt would not bend nearly as easy if it had tension on it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I don't know, maybe we'll find out why they did the way they did it, or probably won't. Let's do a tool count. How many tools it takes to replace
Yeah,
3 bolts? Maybe.
Yeah. You would think they'd find the biggest bolt they needed, and then just make them all that size. I mean, obviously,
Yeah, and then
engineers are probably gonna yell at me for that, but
and then it'd be $30,000
more
higher.
expensive.
Yeah.
Is it pretty common on these bigger bolts to have a different size head than a nut?
I kind of thought they'd gotten away from that, but
That
Obviously not.
frustrates me a lot.
yeah, I mean, you don't over 1.5 inches. You just don't deal with it that much.
Yeah.
And are one of these are 1 5/16 or no?
One is 1 1/8. No. One's 1.5 inches, one is 1 5/16. No. What's the bigger
Yeah,
one?
I mean, you got 1 5/8. That's you don't use
1 5/8.
You don't use 1 5/8 very often.
All right, right there. And just when we thought we were done, and that one.
That one hasn't tripped.
Well, I don't know what. It's all dangly. You were kind of hard in this thing that last day.
I get fired.
An adjustable hammer and a... Oh, I guess you already have 15, 16.
Last time I used a crescent wrench was younger than you.
Last time I saw someone using a crescent wrench was at the AGCO factory when they're building the engine.
That is true.
So we were, for SDSU, the JTech Club went on an inspection trip. So we went and we visited AGCO factory, Kloss, Lexion factory, Demco, Vermeer. I think that was it. Anyways, so we're in the AGCO factory and we're along the assembly line where they're building the engine, and the tour guide keeps talking about how they have all these precision tools to make sure everything is being built correctly. And Dad joined us because we live pretty close to it, and he like nudges me and he points over, and this guy is attaching stuff on the engine of a crescent wrench. Well, this guy gave a 15-minute speech about their...
It was like the first station, so he just got done talking about all their specialty tools.
Yeah, we have all these specialty tools. We get them calibrated once a month.
That's not how you calibrate a crescent wrench. I've forgotten about that.
This is more of a reminder to myself, so that way this winter I know what I'm talking about. But this winter, we need to take this wing off and make sure we can get that pin to take grease, and probably the other side too. And then also, this is no longer taking grease, and we're gonna have to unhook it and see if we can't get that to take some more grease as well. Future me will thank me. Will I raise up all the way? Yes. Okay. We are starting a new thing where we try and fix stuff after the season rather than before the season. It's a new thing my dad, brother, and I are trying out, and it makes a lot of sense. We've just never really done it in the past. In the past, we've always just kind of been like, yeah, a couple things are broken on it, we'll fix it before the next season. And then the next season rolls around and we're like, okay, there was stuff broken on it, but what was it? We don't know. So we're gonna try and get like the bean head and the corn head to the shop this winter, which is usually, the corn and bean head is usually 2 weeks, 1 week before harvest type of thing. So then I'm gonna get the high boys back in the shop again this winter, go through them. We got a lot of plans. Got a lot of plans this winter, a lot of stuff to fix and go through. Okay guys, that is it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.